All right, y'all. So today's video, we're going to be talking about season 6 characters for Gekishin Squadra. I actually do think that there is a lot of options for what the season 6 characters could be, and we're definitely going to dive right into that. First, though, I do want to talk about when season 6 could be announced, when we'll see what characters are coming, and how it might look like, just because I know that's also just another question a lot of people have. So we're just going to cover that real quick for the next minute or two, then we'll actually get into like the comments and my predictions for here. So again, we could take a look here at the last few announcements for Squadra Talk. We see right here on May 8th, we had Squadra Talk 5 released, which was scheduled to be released on May 9th. We take a look here, May 8th was Friday, May 9th was Saturday. Then we see here for the half anniversary Squadra Talk, this was announced on the 13th of March and released on the 14th of March. We go ahead and take a look back at these dates. The 13th of March was a Friday, the 14th of March was a Saturday. So based off of the last two Squadra Talks, I think it's fair to assume we'll see the announcement tomorrow on Friday, then an official reveal on Saturday. Now, the only reason why this could be different is if we look at season 3, it was actually announced on Thursday, January 1st, and it was actually released on Friday, January 9th. Now, this is obviously a bit different because this was a Goku Day release, so maybe they're planning something special around that. And then half anniversary is also a little bit of a different occasion because of all the Squadra blasts going on and stuff like that. So if you guys remember, during the half anniversary here, we had Squadra Blast happen, and at the end of Squadra Blast, they gave us a little bit of a teaser, which is why they delayed this by a day potentially. And it could be the same here, where it's like, oh, we want to announce this on Goku Day. We could see an announcement for this tonight, but I'm not going to hold my breath. We'll know for sure what the characters are going to be, though. I think by this weekend, I don't think that's going to wait any longer. We definitely will have further information on everything related to season 6. So I do want to point that out. The second thing I want to point out is I think that the season will also be extended. So the thing about this season, and when it comes to like character picks, is they might not pick the most like super exciting characters, but you never really know. So for example, I think this season is going to play out just like season 3. Season 3 is right before the half anniversary. Season 6 is right before the anniversary. Season 7 should actually be the anniversary patch. Now, what they did for season 3 is they dropped Vegito. 2 weeks later, they dropped Bardock. 3 weeks later, they dropped Kefla. Then I believe it was 3 weeks after Kefla, they ended up dropping new summons. It was actually 2 weeks after Kefla. They dropped new summons, new emotes right here for like coolers, legendary intro and stuff like that. Then again, I believe it's 2 weeks after that, we actually got the half anniversary. I could see a very similar thing happen, more or less, for this specific celebration. So I'm thinking season 6, the new hero should drop on the 7/8th. 2 weeks later, the 21st/22nd, we should be seeing whoever the second hero for season 6 will be. Then on the 5th of August, we should be seeing the final hero for season 6. Now, anniversary is still on September 9th/10th. Will they start the season on the anniversary date? We don't know for sure, but there's an entire month until the anniversary. At this point, we could give them 2 weeks, right? 1, 2, around the 19th here. I think we could see some sort of filler patch, just like we did see right here. So let's say we have a filler patch right here on the 19th. I don't expect any balance changes because Squadra World Cup is going to be at the end of this month. Maybe we'll see some teaser for the anniversary. It's very possible the anniversary celebration starts on the 2nd, or there's like a week countdown on the 2nd to the anniversary. We are not 100% sure what they're going to do, but that's kind of what I expect to see for the 6th anniversary in terms of any scheduling and things like that. So I just want to put that all out there. It's possible that they just drop exciting characters regardless, just like they did in season 3, or they hold back on us a little bit. Now, a highly requested character that I could see dropping for a season like this, but not for like a major anniversary necessarily, is Goku Black Rose. Not to say Goku Black Rose can't be an anniversary character. I think that very, if they wanted him, they could easily put him as one of the anniversary characters. I feel like for anniversary, we're gonna see just like heroes and then maybe a very popular villain. We'll see, but I'm thinking like, I mean, at this point, my guess for the first anniversary character is going to be Super Gogeta. We already have Super Vegito in game. Like, we have just a bunch of the normal Goku and Vegetas. We have even God forms already. I think it's going to be about time that they put Super Gogeta for the first anniversary. Maybe we'll see Super Janemba as well. It's very possible. In fact, I think Super Janemba could be another character we see for season 6. Maybe he's the final character in the season, and then that leads up to like a Super Gogeta release for the anniversary. I think that's very possible, but Goku Black is a very, very highly requested character. I think he himself will headline a season. I think he's going to be one of these characters they pick like, yep, Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black, he's going to be the character we're marketing the entire season around. He's going to be getting like the diamond tournament skins. That's what I think for Goku Black. I think he's that popular of a character. He is by far one of the more highly requested characters I've seen from people ever since the game's launch. People are very excited to see Goku Black in this game. Goku Black still has that aura, bro. It's kind of crazy how much like aura Goku Black has in comparison to just the rest of the Dragon Ball Super villains. Like, people don't care that much about Jiren. Even like Goma, people don't care that much about. Obviously, people are very excited for like Moro to come out in the future, but he's not even out yet, right? They can't really use him. So this guy is still up there as one of the more exciting villains for people, and I think that people are fiending for villains. Like, we take a look here. The last villain we did get was Frieza, fourth form here. And then we also got Kid Buu, but you could argue, you know, it's nice to get those characters for sure. I think it was about time that pure Majin Buu and then Final Form Frieza was actually put in the game. But I think people would want like a brand new villain. I guess some people would consider Goku Black another Goku face, but I personally wouldn't really consider that to be the case. Now, who else do I think could also be part of this celebration here? Future Gohan, I think, is another really good pick. I don't know if he would necessarily be the character that they would choose to like start off the celebration with, but Future Gohan is another, you know, pretty exciting character for a lot of people. He actually came out recently in Legends. I think, you know, these games love to do a lot of like brand synergy, like releasing a bunch of similar characters in a similar time frame. Since we did get Future Gohan and Trunks in Legends recently, maybe we can get another Future Gohan in Gekishin Squadra. And again, Trunks is actually really good. They've been steadily buffing Trunks over the past few weeks. So I can imagine like a meta where it's like Future Gohan comes out and then he can lane with the Trunks. Maybe Future Gohan gives some sort of buff when he dies. Like, imagine like a tank character that when he dies, he can give like allies attack buff or a speed boost or something interesting where it's like, okay, this guy is selfless. He pushes himself and wants, well, doesn't necessarily want to be killed first, but if you do kill him, he will give your allies like a bit of a boost while he's for a period of time. That's something that I could very easily see with the Future Gohan character. Maybe even just like a movement speed boost so that they can get out of there. That could work too, instead of an attack boost, right? I think Future Gohan could be a really cool tank character. Now, the issue is it too early for Future Gohan to come out and not be a technical? At this point, though, if he's coming out, they've already likely designed it to be a technical, unless it's already past their design philosophy. To me, Future Gohan feels like a perfect tank character, though, so if he's not going to be a tank, I don't want him here. That's just the simple truth. Majin Vegeta, another character. The funny thing about Majin Vegeta is that for all the Vegetas, I see him very much as a tank. Like Majin Vegeta and Super Saiyan 2 Goku's fight, like he just ate all those blows. Of course, his fight against Majin Buu as well. I think he could be another interesting tank character. And I would like to see him in game, honestly. I think Majin Vegeta is another very popular character that I feel like people don't really necessarily like, oh, you know, when they're talking about who they want added, they ask for Majin Vegeta because we have been getting a bunch of Vegetas, but he's a character that people would be very excited for. So I think he would be a good pick for like this season here, where it's like, I don't necessarily see them highlighting him as like an anniversary headliner or one of the anniversary characters necessarily, in comparison to like, you know, a character like Super Saiyan 2 Gohan or Super Gogeta, or like, you guys get the point, the fusions, the highest form of like god forms. You guys understand what I'm saying, like UI Goku, for example. I feel like they might spam anniversary with that. Considering what we saw for season 3, I could very easily see them just spam like the big boys for anniversary. It's possible, right? Now, one other character I do want to point out is Super Saiyan 4 Goku. He's actually another character that I could really see being a part of anniversary in a massive way, because obviously Super Saiyan 4 is just such a popular form. Like, everyone loves GT Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I think that you could probably find less people, or it's probably easy. No, how to explain it? It's harder to find people that don't like him than people that do like him, right? Now, a reason why I'm bringing this up is because, I mean, if we take a look here, we haven't gotten any GT characters besides Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Like, none of these new characters that have come out have been related to GT. The only GT character we've gotten since release is Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. And in total, I mean, we take a look here, like at GT specifically, we have Oob, we have Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, and then we also have Baby Young Body. We only have 3 GT characters in here. We have gotten, like, I love OG Dragon Ball, but we have gotten more OG Dragon Ball representation since the game's release in comparison to GT. And I think that's kind of funny, because you would usually think that would be the opposite, no? Based on how OG Dragon Ball is treated. And again, that I'm happy about that personally, because I love OG Dragon Ball, but I think, you know, getting another GT character, it does make sense at this point. I mean, we've gotten a lot of Dragon Ball Super representation. We've gotten a lot of Majin Buu Saga representation. Another arc you could say doesn't really have a lot of love in this game right now is, not necessarily, but like the Cell Saga, kind of, where we have Super Saiyan Vegeta. Obviously, this guy's based off the Cell Saga. Cell, duh. But like, there's not really another character based off of the Cell Saga in this game. So like, again, I don't really think that they would put Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. I guess we have Trunks, right? But he's like, Trunks has been in here since the like very first like network test, Project Multi. So Bojack's around that era too, you could say. I feel like more GT representation is definitely very possible. Or Daima. Like, they could do adult Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku as well. Now, this last option is kind of a super unrealistic option that I don't think they're going to do, right? But I want to bring it up because, well, okay. I have Beast Gohan brought up here. I don't think he's going to be part of this. I was curious at first. I'm like, how possible it is. Because, I mean, let me bring up the tweet. Like, I mean, we take a look here. Dokkan just dropped an LR Beast Gohan. Divers actually also just got a Beast Gohan here as well. I mean, Beast Dragon Ball Superhero is just free to view, I think, on one of these platforms. Like, they're heavily pushing Superhero right now. There's the idea, I mean, it's not really like a super popular theory. I think the more popular theory for Legends right now is that they're going to get GT for part 3 of their anniversary, which I think is really cool. But like, there's the non-possibility it's also Superhero. I mean, even then, they also dropped Superhero Pan, right? As a character. It's not 0% chance. We don't have Super Saiyan 2 Gohan in the game, obviously, but we do have Ultimate Gohan already in the game. Like, we already have this guy. I think they've been dropping these characters, and it's kind of like, I don't think the order necessarily matters to them. I mean, we already have a Super Vegito. We got God Goku already. Like, well before, like, a Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Or, I'm trying to think of another character. Like, maybe even, like, Majin Vegeta or something like that. So, would I be shocked if they go out of order and just give us a Beast Gohan? I don't think I would be. But do I think it's likely? Probably not. I would say no, compared to these other characters. But I just want to bring up, like, the idea of, like, you know, they can realistically drop whatever they want. I don't think they're really. The thing about Gekishin is there's not really a specific pattern for them. Like they, besides like them just dropping Majin Buu Saga nearly every season, there's not really a super predictable thing for them to drop at this point in time, because they've shown they will drop whatever they want. It's more so of like, okay, what they necessarily might not drop could be the case, right? But that's it. That's really it. I think a lot of the times it's just, oh, you know, we have to talk about what they could potentially drop here. But yeah, again, I think like Goku Black, some sort of GT. Maybe we could even look into like Daima as well. Maybe superhero, just like Future Saga. I think like those are the avenues that haven't really been super explored yet. Like Future Saga, GT, superhero, obviously. Because we just got Namek Saga, we could just go GDB. Like we don't have a lot of Saiyan Saga. I guess it's possible they drop like they imagine like a Nappa with a Cyberman. I mean, he's the boss right now, so I guess they wouldn't even really drop a Nappa with a Cyberman. A Grade A Vegeta would be interesting, but I just don't know how they would implement him in the game. Kaioken Goku we can have represented in this guy already, so it's kind of like rough for Saiyan Saga actually, if you think about it in this game. Like we could get, cause we have Kid Gohan already, but he's just from the Namek Saga, right? So that's kind of that. Anyways, that's me yapping here. Let's take a look at what people are saying. I could very easily have just like missed something like that people are gonna say, but let's take a look. Any quotes? Turles, Metal Cooler, and Android 13. I mean, since it is the season before anniversary, is it possible? Yeah. But it's also the season after OG Dragon Ball double season. So I feel like they're probably planning to drop some like kind of not like super mega heavy hitters, but like Super Saiyans here. To be frank, I think they're probably prepared to drop some Super Saiyans here. You highly doubt Gogeta and Gohan will be here since they're probably being seen for anniversary. I would agree. I think that's like, I could see Super Gogeta, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, maybe even like anniversary. Those are the characters that like in other Dragon Ball games would be saved for like these times. So I assume Toshi's producer, right? So Gohan definitely, right? Goku Black as a tank, Janemba as a tech, and then Turles as a DPS. I mean, I would like that. Like a full villain season headlined by like a Super Saiyan character would work for me. I feel like if I was gonna say what I would want to see, I would want Goku Black to just drop. Let's drop Goku Black. Then I would just ask for like probably a hero, like a good guy, just because I think it'll just even things out. So like between like the different fans and the like Gekishin fan base, right? So maybe we could see like Goku Black. Let's say we get GT. Screw it. What if they just drop Super Saiyan 4 Goku here? I don't know if they would though. What other GT character could they drop here? Like that would just be exciting enough for people? I don't know. Like I guess what they could do is just not drop Goku Black. Super Saiyan 4 Goku, make him the headliner. Drop another character like a villain or just like some other just unrepresented character, like even like Majin Vegeta or something. Then the last character could be like Janemba. Could also work out. And it's like, okay, Janemba, and then he leads into like Super Gogeta Anniversary. If it's Goku Black re-download, I'm assuming a lot of people will come back for Goku Black. I mean, if they do like a good start of season patch and they completely change up the meta, I think that could be really healthy for the game, and it could just be refreshing, especially for new players or returning players for Goku Black, right? Let's take a look at some of the YouTube comments here. We have what, 24 here. We'll read like 10 of them, and then we'll look at some Twitter replies after this. Like, see, here's the last quote here. Future Gohan, Orange Piccolo could be another good character here, honestly. Android 13 and 17. I mean, maybe they drop Android 17. Like, imagine like a double GT season. What if you get like Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super 17, and then like Janemba at the end of the season? I think that would be a pretty fire season. I would be so down with that. That would be pretty good. But then maybe it could save this guy from like being stuck in technical doom, or this like so far like we haven't got another Piccolo, but you know, I think that it would probably be. I can't even talk. I would probably be likely that this guy would end up getting a like an attacker status rather than a tank. So obviously, I think Orange Piccolo has to be a tank, right? There's like no way that he's not. So gotta keep that in mind. Anyways, let's see here. With the remake animes coming in a few months, you expect some combo Blue Goku, Blue Vegeta, Golden Frieza, maybe playable Beerus in the near future. I feel like obviously we just got Goku. It's just like I don't know if we'll ever see like another variant of the same character, because like God Goku is pretty much just based off of the DBS Broly movie for the most part. I mean, you could say that, but like his ultimate is like from the anime, so it's just like, at least I assume his ultimate seems like it's from the anime, since in the DBS Broly movie he never did a Kamehameha in the God form. So who knows, honestly. But I mean, maybe we could see these guys like before the remake. I guess that's very possible. As much you want Goku Black to come out, he might come out during this November due to Black Friday. I guess they could do that. Because like, again, if we assume anniversary starts on the 9th, right? 2 weeks later, the 23rd. Then 1, 2, 3 weeks later, we get this. Maybe 2 weeks later, October 28th, we get the next season. I mean, like around here would be Goku Black, like at the end of season 3, or at the end of like season 8 would be like Goku Black. So I mean, like maybe, who knows? Again, you want Goku Black, Super Saiyan Gogeta from Fusion Reborn, and Jiren. I feel like again they would save Gogeta for anniversary, but I mean, you never know. I guess Jiren would be another character I could see them just drop in this season, like just as an additional character, like at the very end, or maybe when we're in the middle. I think that is a very likely possibility. We do already have Topo in the game, so I guess seeing another Jiren wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I mean, the last Tournament of Power character we ended up getting was Kefla in season 3, so I think it's like okay if they will drop another Tournament of Power character in Jiren here. That would not be the worst case scenario. Goku Black, Tournament of Power Roshi, and then Majin Vegeta. I'm not gonna read this because I think this is related to leaks. Because I think some data was leaked ahead of time. I mean, one of them I did see, but there's other data that I'm not gonna really mention here. But one of them was a character, right? So, you expect this to be more of a heavy hitter season with 2 characters on the higher end, maybe 1 weaker link because last season wasn't for everyone. Rose, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, it could be anything, Super 17, 13, Turles. A non-sword Future Trunks, so probably just like, yeah, like super, like just like non-sword Future Trunks, and you're saying Super Trunks is what you want to see. Super Trunks could definitely be his own character. Super Vegeta could be his own character as well. Like that could be Cell Saga representation. We haven't really seen it. Like that's something that I don't see anyone really talking about. That's a really good point. Like the super forms, like Descendant Super Saiyan, Super Vegeta, Super Trunks, that's definitely a possibility, like just to happen for the season. So honestly, it's not a bad idea at all, like to say we could potentially see those forms. It's pretty valid. It's pretty valid, honestly. Okay, you know, you're spinning. Tien for tank, and then a Duanku technical that works like the Gammas could be pretty sick. Tank Tien would be awesome too. Goku Black, we talked about when they announced it earlier. Super Broly. I mean, Super Broly would be awesome. I do think he could probably headline his own season though, but we'll see. Like if it's Fury Broly, he could be an extra character, but like I assume what we'll probably get is I mean, Fury Broly could be his own character, and then we can get like a Super Saiyan that transforms into full power Broly. But they could also just do Fury Broly that transforms into full power Broly as well. That's kind of like what they did in Fighters. So, maybe. You want Goku Black. Yep. Chi-Chi from the last arc of Dragon Ball. That would be a really cool addition. I just don't know if they would drop her in this season. I feel like this season, after last season, they likely planned to drop some good, like, heavy hitter characters that are more generally popular for the community. I like Chi-Chi. Don't get me wrong. She's cool. I feel like I have to defend myself because every time I say this, it's like people are gonna. I'm afraid people will think that I'm like a Dragon Ball hater. But if we're gonna be real, bro, like majority of these Dragon Ball fans don't really care about OG. They want these Super Saiyans, man. And those are the players that they're trying to get into the game, right? Master Roshi as the technical could be good in the future. Super Baby 2 could be an option. I mean, what if this season is... I mean, imagine just a full GT season. I think that would make people happy. Like Super Saiyan 4 GT Goku, Super Baby 2, Super 17, and then we get like, I don't know. Like even a map change could be really cool. But like that as a season would be really sick. Like a full GT season, I think people would be happy for. DBS Trunks, a GT villain because our last GT Bird season 2. I literally said that. Ginyu or Janemba. You don't actually want to see 17 or Omega. I feel like Omega would probably drop with the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I wonder if they'll ever do like a dual character drop where it's like 2 characters drop at the same time for Anniversary. Like imagine like Anniversary comes out, then we see a Super Gogeta release, but also with him, they release a Janemba at the same time. Or even like they release a Pikkon at the same time. That could be interesting. You chose these ones not to overlap the series, though. For Ginyu and Janemba, because you want to just like cool down on Goku and Vegeta's, huh? Okay. I mean, Gogeta Anniversary, yeah. Goku Black and Super Gogeta would be great characters for Anniversary. Me and Squadra. Goku is it because Goku or Gogeta? All right, I see. No, you're Goku. His name is Goku. That's why. If you're like listening just on audio, and I'm in another tab, I do the same thing for my YouTube videos too. I get it. I get the vibes. Goku Black, Omega, Future Gohan, Pikkon. Just like any of these characters. But you want Omega as tank or technical. You want Pikkon as technical as well. Goku Black is DBS attack. Okay. Let's see some of the Twitter replies here, and then we'll end from here. Goku Black this time for real. There's a whole chart. So you're just thinking Future Saga for Season 6, huh? Imagine them dropping Vegito Blue here. Oh, I think this was also... I don't know where this is from. Again, you just want Goku Black, huh? Oh, well that's leaks. I don't really want to cover leaks if I can, but like I covered it the first time. But the thing is, I just feel like they're detrimental to the game and like announcements and things like that. So while I feel like they're like in the Dokkan community, things like that, they're super like easily spread around. In Gekishin, I'm gonna try and avoid them as much as I can. Obviously, I couldn't predict that image would be there, but what could you do? You'll be one of the first to know. Oh, it's because you're in the creator program? Are you in the creator program? I think so, right? Yeah, you are. My bad, twin. It's hard to remember who's in there, who's not. DPS Rose, Tank, DBS Trunks, Technical, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. By the way, I'm not in the program because I'm a Chud. Ribrianne would be cool. Jiren and Goku Black. Just like as an extra character, her and Jiren. I don't know if this would be a season though. Fortunately. Rose. Metal Cooler would be awesome. I'm gonna really be pointing out like characters that I haven't seen yet when reading these next few comments though, just cause. Super Boo, Goten Trunks. EOS announcement, alright. slightly hyped, but nothing major. Jiren, Future Gohan, and Tien. Again, they dropped Super Vegito for season 3 though, right before anniversary. So I feel like their statement is expect the unexpected with this game. Like, I don't think that we should be expecting, oh, a certain hype level of characters, you know? Like, in my opinion, that's what I think is my statement for it. But I'm gonna end here. I think we looked at a lot of comments. I've talked a lot during this video. My throat's kind of dry, so let me know what you guys are thinking, what you want to see for season 6 in case I couldn't get anything, like any of your comments. Appreciate y'all, and I'll catch you guys next time.